Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we looked at L.A. Raga, sort of a dual nation of ice and fire, and they had expensive temples that spawn fire gems, and we had fire drakes and ice flyer. It was all pretty interesting. It was a vanilla nation, though. And for this one, I actually started recording this video already. We didn't get into game. We were like looking at units, and then I had to pause and go away for a bit. When I came back, like half an hour later, I noticed that I hadn't actually clicked pause on OBS, so it had recorded just a lot of nothing. And so instead of editing that out and just continuing to go, we're just going to start over because I'm very bad at editing, and this video is one of like 120 that I have to upload. The odds of me remembering to edit it and wanting to edit it, it's just bleh. So I'm just going to start over. And so we already rolled a nation. It's L.A. Agartha, so it's another vanilla nation in late age. Go figure. And I decided just to mix it up a bit, because we started looking at L.A. Agartha's units. Just to mix it up a bit, we're going to try out the Divinitas mod. It's kind of a big overhaul mod specifically for Pretender design. And it makes every Pretender kind of unique and have unique mechanics and stuff. I haven't tried it out yet, so we're going to take a look at it, because I feel like L.A. Agartha is going to be fairly standard otherwise. Okay, so my original intention was going to go play on Riverlands. I guess it does have caves. Apparently? Yeah, okay. I mean, I just want to play on a map that has caves of some kind. But the page doesn't mention how many caves it has, or it doesn't have any images of the caves. I have no idea of the cave. It says it has caves, but I think we want something a bit more certain. So I think an actual map that has just a proper cave layer is going to be Bidden Deep, or I think I mean, like a full cave layer is going to be Bidden Deep or Soap Drin. Or that's kind of it, really. A lot of these maps have just been ported over and don't have cave layers. It's either that or vanilla. So let's do all right, we'll do a small scale one on Bidden Deep. It's a really good solid map. So this is 82. Late age. And it's 81 provinces, land provinces, but that's not counting the cave layer, which is 20. So really, if you consider, like, if I own the cave layer, I get 20 out of it. So I think we can do 6. Because that's a total of, not counting water, it's a total of 101. Which I think is reasonable for 6. So we'll do that. And we were playing L.A. Agartha, Pony and Dead. And we'll go over all the commanders and units again. I was like halfway through this, but we'll look at them again. So we have a scout. Well, okay, so we have humans with limited dark vision. So it's all humans. There's no pale ones or anything like that anymore with Agartha. It's all humans. They all have 50 dark vision, so they cut the darkness penalty by half. We get light and heavy infantry, steel crossbows, and cave drake knights. Earth magic, death, fire, some water, and astral. Average priests. We automatically get productivity limit +1, death limit +1, which means, yes, a lot of resources. standard forts, but our cave forts increase gold resource recruitment points by 10%, which is a pretty important factor. This is why we want to start on the cave layer. Cave captain, 100 leadership. Gold star, of course. Blah, blah, blah. Gate lord, 150 leadership with a castle defense bonus. Blind lord, 100 leadership. Sacred, magical with blind spirit sight. Curious, 21 protection. Depending on your bless, you know, this could easily just be like a light thug to just kind of retake some shit. Yeah, with like yeah, I mean Vine, Shield, Frostbrand, blah blah blah. Drake Lord, 18 protection, 17 defense, 150 leadership. Speed of 7 though. These are not cavalry. Cave Drakes are slow. But Cave Drakes have 58 hit points, 22 protection. 22 natural protection, like very, very beefy, almost impervious to damage. So this is, I mean, this is a tanky boy. Attendant of the Dead, 1 earth, 1 death, 1 holy, and they have corpse stitchers, so they will heal undead of afflictions, which is pretty nice. Catonian Reanimator, 1 earth, 2 death. Corpse Stitcher 3, and a resource bonus. This is going to be one of our main mages, obviously due to Horde of Skeletons and all that stuff, but there might be some unique national spells. I didn't get to look at those yet. The Alchemist, 1 fire, 1 water, 1 earth, and then another one of each or death. So you could have 2 fire, 2 water, 2 earth, or 1 death, which is probably the least useful. Everything else has use and is kind of our only cheap way of getting 2 earth. So we're probably going to make a lot of these in the early game just to get a supply going, and then switch to the Reanimators once we get Horde of Skeletons online. Servant of the Oracles also has 1 earth, 1 death, 2 holy, and then gets fire, earth, astral, or death. Unless I need a level 2 priest, I'm really not going to make almost any of these. Other mages kind of serve the purpose better. And then the Catonian Necromancer, cap only, 4 recruitment points, 1 fire, 2 earth, 2 death, 1 holy, another fire, earth, astral, or death, 10% for another one. They are old, however. Corpse Stitcher 5. Yeah, I imagine these guys are going to be used for some national spells of some kind. It says they perform the sacred rites of rebirth on ancient pale ones and their oracles. Eventually, you know, we'll switch to these because they are all 2 earth, 2 death at least, with a potential for 3. But yeah. For units, they're a little out of order. I'm not sure why. But we have light infantry. Again, you know, they all have dark vision 50. Pretty average stats, 13 defense. Shields, 4 parry, and short swords, 15 damage. The regular infantry, 15 protection, 13 defense. Yep, I mean, sort of, you know, like the middle point, the compromise kind of position. And then the heavy infantry, 18 protection, 12 defense. You know, a lot of resource cost, 27 each. And they are pretty slow, but 18 protection is hard to pass up. We have light crossbowmen. 7 protection, and steel crossbows, range 40, 10 attack, 13 armor piercing every 2 rounds. Painful stuff. I mean, that will puncture through 18 pretty well, because it's a 65% reduction in protection. So in order for this to not harm your guys on average, you'd probably need like 23 protection or something. Even then, maybe 24 protection. Like, it's going to punch through almost anything. So it's hard to say. Regular crossbowmen get up to 13 protection. Same crossbow. Pretty much everything else kind of similar. And then the heavy crossbowmen, 17 protection. I'd say you almost could just make heavy crossbowmen. But, again, like, enemy crossbows will hurt you quite a bit, because you don't have shields. Whereas enemy cross, you know, and the fact that our heavy infantry do have 6 parry kite shields does help a lot. They'd still get hit, but it's a little bit more reasonable. But we're talking some really heavy scales here. 27 resources for both of these guys. Entrance guards have 21 protection. So with Soldiers of Steel, I mean, this will get up to like 24, not even counting the shield. And at that point, you're getting pretty close to being able to stand crossbows. 14 hit points as well, and 13 defense, which is pretty nice. They are god-awful slow. Yeah, 5 speed is to a crawl. But if you combine that with crossbows, it gives a lot of time for your crossbows to just fire, 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 fire in the back, you know? So maybe not a bad idea. 37 resources, though. Not cheap. Agarthan sappers. We almost never make sappers. I mean, outside of the fact they have a siege bonus, which is fine. They're usually not well protected in any way. No shields. And then they just have a low attack pickaxe. And these guys also get a range 5 fire bottle. Just 10 armor piercing fire damage. AoE 1. But yeah, I'm not making them. Cave Knights. So, much like the commander, 13 hit points, 18 protection, 16 defense, 13 morale, 7 speed, 17 damage broadswords with kite shields. And then the Drake has 58 hit points, 22 protection, 14 morale. Yeah. You almost could just make these. I think they'll be damn hard to kill in total, especially with some buffs. And yeah, it's almost all you need, really. Especially because the cave drakes are doing 21 damage on their bite attacks. And will practically never die. Great. And then Blind Fighter, our sacreds. So 14 hit points, 21 protection, 13 defense, 13 MR, 14 morale, 5 speed, yes. Uh, 16 damage on the short sword is pretty low for this time period. You know, it's a pretty standard heavy infantry sacred. So it's kind of a bit of a canvas for you to paint on. A lot of things will be kind of good on them. Yeah, I mean, we could just do a working man's bless and just make these and win. I mean, that could happen. But I feel an increasing urge to go away from that strategy with all these nations we're doing, just because it's so easy and so common. I just saw a post on the subreddit the other day, and there aren't many posts on the subreddit, I'll tell you that. But it was basically, our heavy stat bless is good for the game. And the top reply is that it's less about the stat blesses being too good, and more that most of the interesting blesses are just cripplingly overpriced. It's just not remotely worth it to lose effectively like 400 Pretender creation points on an interesting Incarnate Bless, because having to have an Awake Pretender for them is a massive loss of points. All the interesting blesses are Incarnate and thus effectively non-viable in 99% of circumstances. The changes to the bless system in Dom 6 were apparently intended to encourage Incarnate Blesses and big monster gods, but managed to do the exact opposite and make the already unpopular Pretender builds even less common. If everyone could afford some of the bigger blesses easily, it would make them seriously overpowered. There are ways to nerf stats, not so much you can do to nerf things like Stormflight when someone throws up Perpetual Storm. Yeah, so it's a tricky issue. And you can see just over time, if you're watching all these, God help you, You know, the way that I've just gravitated towards the Working Man's Bless, because it is kind of really ubiquitous. It's cheap, it's easy, it's always active, and it just makes strong units even stronger, which against the AI at the very least is just good. It's just good. So yeah, I mean that's so we might do something unique with Incarna, but we'll take a look at the Pretender first. Oh, we do get an extra 75 resources in our cap. That's pretty handy. All right, so we're going to look at all the Pretenders, but let's first look at our national spells. Summon Penumbrals. Okay, so you get 6 of them for 6 death gems. I'm going to pull up LA Agartha just to look at the national stuff. So Penumbral is Ethereal. Ooh, that's always nice. 30 hit points Ethereal. 0 protection, yeah, true. And it has Spirit Form, so you can't really buff it with much. 10 defense, though. And 18 morale, 12 speed, and a life drain attack. Oh, man, oh, man. Okay, we might make a bunch of these, then. That's not bad. Shard Whites. 10 of them gets you 5 plus. Okay. So these are not ethereal. They are amphibious. These are pale ones. They have 35 hit points and 16 protections. Pretty solid. 10 defense, blah, blah, blah. 8 speed, 17 morale, 15 MR. They have shard glaives, length 3, 31 damage. Magic damage. Bronze hauberks, bronze caps, resist cold 25, resist poison 25, and a cold aura. And of course, they are undead with spirit sight. Also pretty damn solid. I don't know if they're... I don't know. They're pretty good. Maybe I overvalue ethereal. But life drain on the penumbrals. It's just the fact that you can get a lot of these. I mean, not that many. And it is... I don't know, man. So say you have death 5 on your Pretender. You get 7 of these per cast. And they're not bad. Summon Umbrals. 6 of them for 8 gems. So these are the bigger versions of the Penumbrals. They're ethereal, spirit sight, spirit form, blah, blah, blah. 68 hit points. Still 0 protection, but 12 defense, 14 speed, 16 MR, 18 morale, with a 22 damage life drain. Armor piercing. Good lord. Yeah, that seems like what we want. This is going to be big. And then the Sepulchral. So you get 1 for 3 gems. But it is pretty fucking beefy. 69 hit points. Nice. Size 6, 16 protection, 12 defense, 15 MR, 17 morale. With Obsidian Glaive, length 4, 41 damage. Good God. Resist cold 25, poison 25, cold aura, and it is sacred. Ho ho. Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll want all of our necromancers. Not the necromancer, the other guy, the little guys, the Death 2, Earth 1 guys. They can just all spam this. Assuming I get enough death gems, that's going to be nuts. It is Conjuration 5, it's a little later on, but that's alright. Awakened Tomb Oracle, 30 death gems. It's a commander. It's a big beefy boy, size 6, a lot of hit points, blah, blah, blah. Cold Aura, it's sacred. It's a level 3 Earth, level 3 Death, level 3 Priest. Ooh, and it's a Reanimator Priest. I don't know what it reanimates. But, yeah. And then Hall of the Dead, level 8 Conjuration. For 25 gems, you get 20 plus Shard Whites. I mean, yeah, okay, if I could get that to that point, and you have like 6 or 7 death, it's, yeah, okay, you get 28 Shard Whites. It's a game ender kind of thing. It's expensive, but assuming you'd also have Well of Misery up at that point for 21 death gems every turn. Kind of pays for itself at that point and just keep spitting them out. Alteration. We have a whole... Well, no, we have Iron Marionettes. Interesting. Undead are granted attack +4, combat speed +4. That's it's pretty damn good for all the shard whites and umbrals, and yeah. That's pretty strong. Area effect 25 for 1 gem. Okay, that's pretty good. Evocation. Nothing. Construction. Usually we see a whole lot of nothing here for Vanilla Nations. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Oh, Mercury Barrel. Magic Command 1, Retinue 1, Living Mercury. Living Mercury, huh? Okay, hold on. I gotta... Okay, so it's like this amorphous blob thing. Slash, Blunt, Pierce resistance. Spirit Sight, Spirit Form. Multiple crush attacks for 24 damage. Size 6. I mean, it's a pretty good retinue. Pretty good retinue for certain purposes. Don't usually hit Construction 7, though. Enchantment, we got Iron Corpse Reanimation. Okay, Iron Corpse. 2 Earth Gems gets you 5+ of them. Let's look here at this. 15 hit points, 16 protection, 9 defense, 6 speed, 7 MR, 50 morale, 2 short swords for 17 damage each. But they're also pierce resistant and undead. So they can benefit from that other buff spell, which would give them 13 attack and 10 speed. Well, I'm certainly not going to say that they're amazing or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure this is 16 natural protection. Yeah, I mean, you don't even get that many, but you can have a lot of mages casting this and get, you know, like for 5, you get 25 a turn. It's pretty good. Reanimate Ancestor. You get the Iron Ancestor Commander. Yeah, I mean, it's got 50 undead leadership, I suppose. But other than that, it's not really phenomenal unless you want to head underground or underwater. It is a poor amphibian, along with all the iron corpses. So if we want to do some water stuff, there you go. Flame Corpse Construction. 1 fire gem gets you 1 flame corpse. Pretty similar in a lot of ways. Stat-wise, 2 short swords for 19 damage. Really, the only notable difference is it's not pierce resistant, which is a bummer. And it explodes on death for 10 damage. Presumably armor piercing. Yeah, I mean, that's nice, I guess, but I have no fire resistance anywhere, so what am I going to do with those? And not even the Flame Corpse has fire resistance, so they'll just kill each other. Nightmare Construction. You get a Flame Barrel Nightmare for 2 gems. Okay, it's a undead horse with cave fire barrels placed inside their chests. So it's speed 24, 15 protection, 9 defense, 12 hit points. It explodes on death for 24 damage. Alright, now that's just far more entertaining. It's also pierce resistant too. So it can just you can just have a 3 of them or whatever racing to the back line and just explode. Alright, that's great. That's fantastic. We might make some of those. It is an opportunity cost that a mage has to actually spend a turn making them. But it's fun. Chthonian Legion. 15 Earth Gems gets you 30 plus Iron Corpses. Dang. That is quite a lot of those soldiers, which are not terrible, especially with Pierce Resistance. Because they don't have shields, but Pierce Resistance, 16 protection, Pierce Resistance, and 15 hit points means they can weather the storm for a bit. Even from crossbows, although crossbows on average are going to do like 7 points, so cut that down to like 3. That's not bad. You know, it's not terrible, not amazing, but it's not terrible. Also, they don't heal the undead. So far I lean towards the conjuration stuff of like the penumbrals or the umbrals and stuff. Thaumaturgy, nothing. Blood, of course, nothing. Alright. Okay. So before we look at pretenders then, I would say my general game plan, ignoring all that, is to not make any of these sacreds. Not really. And possibly just to make cave knights and maybe crossbowmen, really. Possibly just cave knights. They're expensive as hell. So we might not be able to get many of them. 75 gold is very high. So instead, you could just make heavy infantry or entrance guards. Yeah, I mean, you know, hard to say. And then try to get Conjuration... No, yeah, Conjuration 5 to get Umbrals. Because the Umbrals are... No, not the Sepulcrals. Well, we want Umbrals, I suppose, as well. Yeah, maybe I just want Umbral. Maybe I don't care much about a Blessed. I mean, the Shard Whites at 3. You get 5 plus Sacreds. No, they're not Sacreds. Damn. What the hell was my... The Sepulchral is Sacred, and that's kind of it. It's a strong Sacred unit. 69 hit points, 16 protection with a 41 damage glaive. But it's hard to say, because it's like, you get 1 for 3 gems. You can get a decent, you know... I don't imagine we'll ever have more than like a dozen or so, but that's pretty impactful. That could win many battles. You could just do thug stuff with like 5 Sepulcrals. So it might just be where our limited bless is devoted to. Because I think we got to take really heavy scales here. Alright, so let's look at the pretenders. Now there's a lot of pretender options, and every single one has now been apparently made somewhat unique. So if we look at, say, let's look at the Monolith. This is a classic. So most of this stuff is pretty much as similar, you know, it's all familiar. But then we see that it casts rituals as if its paths were 3 higher. That's pretty significant. And I don't think anyone is really claiming Divinitas to be a balanced mod. Like, this is a balanced competitive atmosphere kind of thing. So I think, you know, keep that in mind throughout all this. But every pretender is going to be pretty powerful, so, or should be powerful. So it casts, you know, if this were its path for whatever reason, you'd cast ritual spells as Earth 4, Astral 4, Nature 4. So we can get up to some massive rituals. Including, like, our summoning stuff. Could get very high. When constructing a temple in a province that already contains an arcane laboratory, a monolith will be erected at the temple. With Earth 1, Astral 1, Nature 1, and Master Ritualist 3. Well, so there you go. So, anytime you have a lab and you build a temple there, you get a free little monolith that's basically these stats. Well, I don't know, it probably won't have this much hit points or anything. But yeah, you'll have these like big earth astral nature ritual casters everywhere. Wild. So there's going to be a lot to look at here. I think we should limit our choices to scale choices, and I think we need order 3. Like, we got to go pretty ham here. So if we look at just order options, we see the golden pillar has order, productivity, and luck +2. Jesus. And comes in with earth 5. Not to mention all the other stuff. So it summons cave grubs and crabs up to Dominion candles. Occasionally summons a cave cow or troglodyte. Cave temples may spawn 1d3 cave grubs and 1 cave cow, 10% times candle chance. Increased luck limit by +2. Provinces with luck 4+ gain +5% income. The first time the pillar is not present at the capital, a global earthquake racks the surface. +15% unrest, or +15 unrest worldwide. 7% surface population killed. Temples and labs not in caves may be destroyed. 10% chance each province attacked by 3 to 18 trogs loyal to Agartha. 7 to 28 trogs appear in capital. So as soon as we're able to like teleport him, or he no, until he like dies or something. If he dies. I mean, I assume this doesn't happen turn 1 if you pick Dormant or Imprison. Pretty wild. Pretty wild stuff. It's a very Agartha specific one. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I don't know, but it does have new paths cost 80, and it's got Earth 5 already, so we're kind of limited, but, you know. Other order options would be the Netter of the Underworld. So it has order +1, death +1, and it comes with death 3 right away. Reanimation bonus, power of death 3. Gets more powerful each time it's been killed. And can summon allies. When awakened, summons 5 to 21 Dust Walkers, 5 to 16 Dust Warriors led by Dust King. Capital gains Great Burial Chamber. +5 Recall God. A Death Mage may enter to summon 2 Dust Walkers and 1 Dust Warrior. May call 2 Dust Walkers and 1 Dust Warrior each month. Each month, whilst in a temple province with death scales, may summon a Dust Priest. It's a lot of dust around here. A very dusty guy. Okay. I don't know what a Dust Walker or Warrior looks like. Dust Warrior is 28 hit points, 15 defense, 11 protection, 21 damage Kopesh with shield, and a heat aura, and is pierce resistant. Okay, they're pretty good. And the Walker, probably less so. It's still 25 hit points, pierce resistance, 14 defense, 11 protection, with 19 damage spears and shield, and a heat aura, so they're just like the spear version. Yeah, pretty much identical except for the weapon. Okay. Well, if we want more undead, this is not a bad choice, actually. I'm leaning towards that one. Especially because there aren't many other... No, there aren't like any other order choices. Oh no, there's the Returned King. He has order +1, death +1, death 2 to start, pierce resistance, unteleportable, Dominion monster summoner. He animates long dead up to Dominion candles each month. Temples may summon 2d6 long dead and 2d3 soulless if death scales are present. It's automatic in the capital. So every turn in our capital, we get, like, on average, 7 long dead and 4 soulless. He also grants Holy 2 to an undead commander in the capital every month. Jeez. Again, it's a lot of undead, if that's something that we're going for. And I suppose we kind of are. We are looking to get shard whites and sepulchrals and all that stuff. But let's maybe just take a gander at some other things. Like the Protean Abomination. Good lord, it's just a lot of stuff, isn't it? Cast Mind Warp in battles. 25% of units must resist with MR or suffer confusion and plus 10 insanity. Summons hybrid creatures each month up to Dominion Candles and 1 Sacred Formless spawn. Each month, 1 Sacred Formless spawn and 10d6 crossbreeds will appear at each throne in friendly Dominion. And temples may summon 3d6 foul spawn or 1 Sacred Formless spawn. Ooh boy. What about a classic like the Fountain of Blood? We take this guy all the time. So in battle, he casts Blood Rain, which I think is like constant fear checks on everybody. Morale checks. Blood Fountains Province provides 10% blood discount. So wherever he is, you get a 10% blood discount for rituals. He summons a Sanguine Horror, size 8, regenerating and crushing massive blood if blood hunting. Rare chance to spawn additional one for free in Strong Dominion. And provinces near the capital with fountain or containing a temple may hear the wails. 10% time candle chance, 20 population killed. However, D6 will become blood slaves. Wow. So he's basically just like blood hunting in every province around him. That's a lot of blood. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of choices here. Chthonic Cyclops. Generates 3 Earth Gems a turn for free. Whilst at a mountain may summon Earth Gnome Commander plus 1d6 Earth Gnomes. Earth Gnomes get Earth 1, Holy 1 when joining your faction. Earth Blood Sites are automatically discovered and always count as a temple. If controlling Earth Blood Deepwell, Cyclops create a permanent 2 Earth Blood Vein site each month. Temples will spawn Earth Gnome Command. It's a lot of Earth. The Antumbral. Here we go. Oh, this one we might want now. Each month, summons Penumbrals up to half of your Dominion candles. May call 3 Umbrals each month. And priests gain Shadow Pendant item. Plus 50 Undead Leadership, Dark Power 3, and cast Unholy Power. All your priests just get that for free. Boy. Yeah, this is pretty good, because the Penumbrals and the Umbrals, that's all the ethereal undead with like really high hit points and the life drains. So this feels like winning. This feels good. We don't get the order bonus, but I think he himself will be pretty powerful if we get Soul Vortex, Temper Flesh online, and he can do all the big rituals to summon more shit. I mean, there's a lot to it. There's just so many choices. Even of just like basic stuff, you know, that we've taken dozens of times. Like here, you take the Crystal Soul. If he's in battle, cast Power of the Spears on all friendly mages in battle. They get +1 to all their magic paths. The capital gains Crystal Cavern. 3... 3 Glamour, 2 Earth, 1 Water, 1 Astral, plus 100 gold, plus 100 resources, and lets you recruit a new type of priest that get Glamour 2, Earth 2, Holy 2. Temple K provinces will gain a Crystal Battery each month. 25 HP Communion Slave, max 5 per province. So, you get a free unit every month that's just a Communion Slave automatically with 25 hit points. That's phenomenal. I mean, this is really good, I guess, if you have some, like, wide communions and stuff. That's great. But, yeah, certainly not... Stupendous choice for... I mean, there's just so many things to look at. We could spend here all day. We gotta get into game. I think we're gonna go with the Antumbral. And we're not gonna differ out of Earth and Death. We're gonna stick with this. We're gonna take Earth 2, Productivity 3, Growth 1. And I think we want pretty high. We get Penumbrals for free. Up to half of our Dominion candles. So we probably want, like, Dominion 8. And we're pretty damn close to just getting him at dormant, which would kind of be helpful. If we take, say, cold 1, because I don't think we care. And we take, like, misfortune 1. There you go. Perfect. Yeah. And then, so we have 9 bless points. I think the most thing we want is reforming flesh. Because that'll be pretty... I mean, they all have life drain. That's true. So, I suppose it's not extremely necessary. I was just thinking about for the other undead we're going to get. The shard whites. Not the shard whites. The sepulcrals. Like, really big on the sepulcrals. We don't need the undead leadership because we already have that on our priests. Yeah, and then I think maybe just like more strength or undying. I mean, the penumbra, it's basic. They'll be obscenely powerful. Like our penumbrals. Just the penumbrals, the weaker version that we can get. 30 hit points. Life drain. Regen. Ethereal. And we throw on undying like 5 or something, so they have 40 hit points. But strength would add to their life drain damage. And their damage is good. I mean, it's 15 armor piercing. And armor piercing's pretty good, but more strength might be the way to go. I'm not quite sure how life drain works. Yeah, I'm kind of 1 point. I guess we'll take on dying. Just, I have 1 point left over. Okay, that's what we're gonna go with. It's pretty good scales. We got pretty high dominion. We're gonna have him in turn 12 to just wreck everything. Well, really, no, he's just gonna be summoning. We're gonna have so many penumbrals and umbral. It's just gonna be phenomenal. Brave soul. Okay, we're doing standard settings. Standard settings. Let's go. Okay. Let's start heading up, I suppose. Who are we playing with? Raga. Okay, well, we know about them. Calum. Jomon. Femini. And Earlier. Okay. Well, there shouldn't really be anyone down here with us, I would imagine. So that's good. Go ahead and make you a prophet real quick. How many cave knights can we make? Ooh, doggy, just perfect. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. A perfect 600 gold, exact amount of resources. Tempting, but I don't think so. Yeah, we're just gonna get a 10 in the dead net right for right now, just for getting research going. And what do we want to research? Well, Conjuration's kind of the big thing, I suppose. Because we do want a lot of these. But it's a lot of death gems. But it also, Conjuration 2 gives us, or 3? 3. Gives us Dark Knowledge for remote site searching. So yeah, I think no matter what, Conjuration 3. And then probably just go Evocation, or Enchantment 5. Although Alteration 5 gives you the Iron Marionettes for +4 attack. and speed on all undead, which will be pretty insane as well. But it's hard to compete with Horde of Skeletons. Which also lets us maybe make some Iron Corpses just for fun. Oh, and the Nightmares. Yeah, we gotta go Enchantment 5 after that. Okay. Yep, so he's got the Shadow Pendant. So he casts Unholy Power for free at the start of battle. Area Effect 5. Grants extra speed and attack skill to a small number of undead beings. I assume that's plus 4? I'd have to look on the wiki. Doesn't really say, really. I might say here. No, it doesn't say here. Nope. No clue. Weird. I like that I just am not allowed to know any specifics. Oh, maybe it'll say on the M.A. Ermor page. No, I mean it links. No, it just repeats the text. No. Okay, I assume it's going to be similar to Iron Marionettes then. That's just an auto spell in Area Effect 5. It's not bad. We also get reanimation bonuses. Divine and Ritual of 2 and 2. Now that's another thing I guess I have a question on. So does this mean that this is ritual reanimate? It's reanimation though. It's not summons. Priestly reanimation bonus, magical reanimation bonus. I like the wiki's not really even sure what it works on. It works on some things, not other things. We can't change it, so it's one thing or the other. Whatever. Also, Dark Power 3, so we'll get +3 to like strength and attack and stuff in darkness, which is fucking awesome. And an extra 50 undead command, which means even this guy can lead 50 undead if need be. And put them in the lines, which is the real big bonus. Yeah. Okay, good. And then we have our Cave Knights. I mean, we just... yeah, basically a bunch of shit. Something like that. Unholy Power. Oh, so it's not an auto spell, right? Okay, so it just gives him the spell that he can cast, which is pretty good. We're not going to use it yet or anything, but we'll get there. Okay, we got 90 cavemen, some Zots, some pale ones. All right, we'll take on some Zots. In which case, I might want to be nestled in here a little bit better. Right there. Okay. That was easy. Yeah, that was fine. Cave Knight's got 11 kills. Happy to see it. Pop, 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 pop. Pale ones. Think we can take those on. And we emerge. I don't know. I just like watching battles. Yep, pretty good. Back home. Yeah, we can get a lot of Cave Knights. Just kind of tanking my cash. But we did get the Great Gold Mine. That helps a lot, doesn't it? We really want to get a sight on some sort of throne. Until then, I'm mainly interested in getting the... Mainly interested in getting the underground sorted. Ah, there's a throne. But there's Jomon right there. The best we could hope for a connection is here, then. This would be even better. But, how am I going to get that? So I don't think we really want to pop out here. Other than maybe to take this. I don't know, he's not going to take kindly to any of this stuff going on. And Raga is already here as well. Yeah, I mean, this map's always pretty tight. So our biggest benefit is that we will have access to all the underground. So we may not... This may be a game where we don't actually strive hard to get throne connections. And instead, we just control the underground and build up like just an unstoppable force and then sweep through. But we'll see if there are any thrones down here. You'd think there's at least one. Or one. We are stomping hard with these cave drakes, though. Good God. Starting to get more money, so I think we can switch over to the... Let's get at least one reanimator. Get one Herbert West going here. Look at how many more cave drakes I can get. I'm telling you, it's like the only thing you need. Did get Conjuration 3, so we're just going to have you cast Dark Knowledge. We are making 2 per turn, so we could start summoning Penumbrals. Just to have some Penumbrals. I might want to head up. I might want to head up to Cloud Cap. Found a battlefield right away. Nice. Hmm. Shit. Yeah, we may end up just running over Raga here. Shit. That's not good. I didn't look. Now we're at war with Jomon. Peace? Well, it's a good thing I took it, though. There's a throne right here. But I guess we'll patrol, because I think he's not going to let that go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Penumbrals and Cave Knight's just so good. So do I have a leader? I mean, he can do 50. That's good. I guess I don't have any other military leader that can do undead. So I think, yeah, we're just going to make cave captains and have them lead the undead. So why don't you give me another one? Yep, he did attack me. Which means he didn't really accept my offer. But now we got Grave Soul here. So now it's really going to get ridiculous. As he summons allies. Oh, right. He doesn't get it because he's not a priest. Fuck. That's right. It's just because he was our prophet. Right, so then we basically have to have... Alright, it's fine. He'll lead the cave drakes, and something else will just lead all the penumbrals. You can just lead penumbrals. Oh, you're also not a priest. Okay. Now, we want a priest to do it, specifically, because they get this nice thing that lets them cast Unholy Power. Which we do want. Yeah, I mean, it says it's red, but, shouldn't be. Okay, give that a try. See how it goes, yeah, I can send another one to Jomon. But he really might not accept. Maybe just chill on that for a turn. Put down some PD here. And I'm actually going to take this. Just in the hopes of having a connection to this throne. So then we have 2 at least. Close to 3, but I want to be friends. Just peace. Peace, bro. Okay, Jomon accepted. Good. Good, good, good. Let's watch this one. Yeah, so he cast it. "16 speed, 14 attack, 15 damage. Okay, so it definitely increased speed. I'm not sure what else it did. Okay. They did manage to kill one of the cave drakes, shockingly, and 2 of the penumbrals, but it was 72 cavemen. That was never going to be that easy of a fight. And we're curing battle afflictions. Alright, so that's it. We just want to have this spot. I'll throw down some PD. And why don't we make nice with Earlier, who's gonna piss on somebody's Cheerios soon. But now we head back down. We've done what we wanted. Probably want to get a second fort going. Maybe just in the Endless Caverns here. Since I think that'll pull some... I don't know how it works when you have 2 forts next to another. I really have no idea. Will it pull resources from Agartha? Because otherwise we might just want to have it... For some reason this has a great silver mine on it. Now, is this just always going to be a flat 100, or is this affected by the administration bonus? Oh, God. How could I possibly find out that? I don't think I can. I don't think there's a way to answer that. So it is what it is. Maybe in the glowing caverns we build one, though. That's a decent enough spot. So we're just gonna make this guy. He'll build it there. We'll just cool it on those for a turn. Yeah, Jomon. Femini declared war on us, though. That's not nice. Where the hell is Oh, you're Femini. Why? Well, I mean, I can put more PD up, but eventually it'll crack. Probably didn't have to go so high on productivity. Early accepted, though. That's good. Well, we have a connection with Raga now. And for now, I'd rather be friends. I was never going to get that no matter what. It's too close to his capital. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's going pretty well. Although you're not summoning anything. Why are you not summoning anything? He hasn't summoned a goddamn thing. What's going on with Grave Soul? Oh no, he's broken. Should I put him in a different spot, do you think? Or should I build a temple somewhere and just see if he can... I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna move you off. Something's broken there. Oh, earlier declared war on me now. Femini still refused. What did I do exactly to anyone? This is a very hotly contested spot, apparently. They don't want anything to do with me being there. Damn it. I was overly aggressive. I told you my plan was supposed to just be control all the caves and then pop out. Damn. Shit. Ass. Oh, he summons it all in his person. Oh, okay. Alright, well, while you're here, I guess you can just search. Maybe you'll find an Earth site. I feel like I probably should just make these guys now. And we can get a lab and a temple over here. Raga refused. Okay, well then, Raga again, and Femini again, and eventually Earlier. Keep it going. Probably another fort in Tunnels of the Lost. Yep. Okay. I have a lot of money. A lot of money. We should be making temples everywhere, probably. So let's send out another priest. Just to go around and make temples. Fucking Calum already got down here. Oh, this is my home. Really easy to... the Iron Ancestor is not very good. Yeah. No, I mean, we're fine. We are getting 7 death gems a turn, so probably someone could be casting more penumbrals. They are pretty good. And we could then go for Conjuration 5 to get umbrals. Which are even better. Or we could go down Alteration to get our Pretender to do some amazing things. Which is probably more appealing to me. I guess we don't need Alteration 6. No, we do need Alteration 6 for Soul Vortex. Raga refused. Femini refused. We got Child Slay the Possessed Flame Corpse. Does have Dominion Immortality. which is much less useful in single player. I don't know. I mean, you could kit him out and he could be in battle with you just on the front line, I suppose, but yeah, he's really not great. So I don't know, man. Another one to Raga, another one to Femini, another one to Earlier. None of them have actually attacked me, but they're building. They're building up to it. You can see he's got some shit. It's a question of how quickly I can take thrones. Yeah, alright. I don't like the look of that. Halem is right here. Yeah, they all got very good throne placements, except for me. Suppose it's fair. I'm gonna have to go to war with someone at some point soon. I just want to avoid multiple wars. Alright. Yeah, LA Earlier has a lot of chaff. Mad hybrids, mad mermen, you know, things like that. Human dreamer. This is all really shitty units. So, I'm not overly concerned. Halem would probably be my main target for a war. If I had to pick one. But hard to say, hard to say, hard to say. We really need to get some sort of message here. Early, I can probably just PD and weather the storm for now. It's not that big of a concern. And from here, we have two. If we can make nice with Femini, it becomes just a lot easier. Could go to war with Jomon, which gives us access to this at the very least. But not much else. Raga would get us access to this, but not much else. I guess eventually this. But Kalem gives us access to this, this, and this. It's the juiciest one. And I don't respect LA Kalem that much. Raga has accepted. Femini and Earlier still refuse. You'll notice that I'm not even bothering sending a message to Kalem. I think that's where we're gonna end up going. Just gotta keep bothering these other ones. All right. Yeah, take all these. And I guess we're going to start marching on Calum. Most sensible option. I wonder if I should take him with now. I mean, he does have just like a pretty impressive army of Umbrals. It's going to be pretty hard to stop. Yes. Hopefully we get... Oh, also, he's stealthed. He is stealthy, and so are all the Penumbrals and Umbrals. Nasty. I could just skip past him and go to the thrones then if I can solo him. Femini and Earlier refused. No surprise there. Send it again. Early accepted. Femini still refused. Didn't Early accept before and when they went to war with us? I don't know what stick is up Femini's butt, but it's hefty. I think we want to get... Yeah, just go make a palisade there. Yeah, I guess go back. Okay, we are friends with everyone but Calum now. Good, good, good. Okay, so I think we want all our priests to do the same stuff. What we probably want... Yeah, see, these are box formation. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Be something like that, I suppose. This should be a rear. And then, guys are gonna be pretty fast. We all know what spell you're casting. There's no need to be coy about it. Okay. Yeah, we're all good. I don't think there was really anything here. Lets us see a couple things in detail. I mean, it's just kind of overwhelming numbers of pretty strong units. Death Grip, the possessed flame corpse. Great. You're awesome, dude. So excited to have you here. Well, let's march up. Construct palisade. Keep trying for that alteration, baby. My pretender was attacked. It was found and attacked in the capital, and I didn't script anything. This is going to be interesting. Let's just... Why? Apparently I am, currently sieging his fort. Oh, and I can cast Horde of Skeletons. And he's got these shitty flyers. I think I did lose quite a few Umbrals there. I lost 10 Penumbrals, 3 Umbrals. I suppose it's okay. I wiped out a little army of his, too. Pretty good considering I didn't script anything. I didn't realize I didn't notice. I was moving on to his capital. But I guess we could. For right now. That's going to change when we actually try to take the throne, because we'll hopefully have alteration 6. Yes. It's a ways off. I know. Just kind of holding the line here. Okay. Okay. Just gonna go reinforce. I mean, good luck, man. Jesus. Did lose a Cave Knight, an Iron Corpse, and a Penumbral, but, yep. All good. All good. Oh, no. He got discovered again. He's not really stealthy at all, apparently. Fuck. Well, there goes, our god for now, along with everything he built up. Well, he's just gonna... Fuck. He was just gonna sit there on the throne anyways, but... Now I have to sit here and call him back with level 1 priests. So... There's that. I guess I could get level 2 priests just for calling. Not super appealing. Damn it. Damn it. Now it's a question of what am I doing here exactly? I think we're holding until we can actually just... He'll kind of kill himself. I mean, he'll launch himself at my army and he won't doomstack everything he's got in one go, so theoretically we're okay. I guess also theoretically, you guys could be calling. Hey, that's a nice spot. Yeah, okay. Construct temple. Construct fortress. Keep calling. What's alteration at? Gonna get 5 this turn. That's good. That's good. By the time he comes back, gets to a throne, he'll have 6. And then he can just solo it. Probably. I don't know what Caleb is doing. I mean, I could keep an eye on his army size, but it seems like he just suffered a loss and now he just rebuilt the whole loss. So that's what he's doing. If I see, I think he's hitting the throne. Yeah, we're gonna cheat because the AI gets to cheat. Oh, he did attack us this time. Okay, well then after this we'll hit his capital, cut off his. Uh-oh. Oh, that's my commanders. Okay, they didn't both die, so that's good. One definitely got popped. No, an iron crafter got. No, that's me. Okay, yeah, a cave captain died, a reanimator died, 2 cave knights, and a penumbral. Damn flyers. And we lost the hole. Where the hell is the hole? Oh, the hole. What's really annoying is that they're going to move. All right, that's all right. We got another guy coming in. Okay, yeah. So they'll pick them all up. It's fine. We're fine here. Everything's fine here. Um Hold on. I'm thinking about something. Just give me a second. Give me a second here. Okay. So there's a battle in the hole. We lost 2 penumbrals, but we took that back. Blah, blah, blah. We are starving now in the White Forest. Which isn't great. We're actually starving pretty bigly. Even with all our undead. We just have so many cave drakes. Not working out. Okay, more scripting here. Boom! Big wall. Boom! Big wall. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, it's, oh boy, it's big walls. These guys are gonna be attacking rear. We're kind of nestle ourselves up front here, if possible. Something like that. I hate to move because I feel like he's about to hit me again with a lot of stuff, but I'm also starving a lot, which is bad. So, to make kind of a decision here. Fuck. Okay, we'll move to Calum. I'll throw a lot of money on this one. Keep calling. Be pretty soon. It's quite a lot of calling. Yes, he is back. Okay. So we did win at Calum, although there was an unexpected event here. He didn't attack the spot we just left. Well, that's something. Okay. Yeah. Ghost Dragon Curse haunts the province. Strong Dominion will help us cleanse it. 300 units have been cursed. And there was an assassination attempt on my prophet. Which failed. 300? What? 300 curses. Good lord. Basically everything is cursed. Oh my god. Because of some dragon? Ghost dragon. Cursed treasure hoard. Well, that's a pretty nice thing to have on your capital before I siege it. I'll give you that. Fuck. Another 151 units have been cursed. An assassination attempt on Clovis, which succeeded. But we've breached the capital. So all these units are basically just scuffed. Yeah, it's, oh boy. Needless to say, not good. Not good. So, curse specifically is more likely to suffer from afflictions due to damage. Can only be removed through the great expense of a wish spell. So, it doesn't really affect their combat ability. It just means that when they take damage, they are much more likely to take an affliction. Which is not good. Not really good. I mean, we do have the ability on our dead to heal with Corpse Stitcher, but it's still not something you'd like to have on you. Oh god. Mages just got deleted. Okay, good. We have the ethereals. Yep, good. Pain occurred. We lost a mage, 2 mages, 14 cave knights, 15 iron corpses, 12 penumbrals. He lost 260 units, though. It was a hell of an airdrop, I'll give him that, but cave knights are hard to bring down. And then, yeah, 76 more curses, of course. Just get everybody, it'll help. And Albert's. I think that is my prophet, right? So he died. Just gonna make it even harder to now clear this. I can pray. I can build a temple here. Obviously, we have an insane amount of afflictions on all our units. There's really no getting around that. Well, that's fun. That's Divinitus at work, I suppose. What do you expect? I feel like I need, well, we need to get another commander or two. Oh, you should not be on patrol. Probably a waste of money to do this. You invest money in the PD here. We might be able to... I mean, he's got kind of shitty units. Okay, so he does kill all the PD. Came at it with everything. He's got mammoths. Mammoths are going to be the big... Oh, man, that's a lot. Oh, my God. Okay, that's a lot. 544, yep. Well, it's down to 443 now. There's that. But yeah, needless to say, not pleasant. Yeah, fuck it. Stealthy 40. I mean, he should be able to make it there, but yeah, probably be better off having him help out here. So we're just gonna wait here. I mean, ideally, I guess he besieges us. And we just keep trying to preach here. But now, aren't I in ownership of the cursed treasure hoard, so all his shit is getting cursed? That's good, right? Good. Good things. Good things happening. I mean, this feels like his entire army is beating on my door, basically. So we really need to keep making units. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, we were gonna get nightmares. That's true. That is true, true. Fire Death, you can make nightmares forever. Because they will be funny to watch. And probably disastrous. Yeah, so I mean, I could make, like, Iron Corpses. Or I could make Penumbrals. I could make more Penumbrals. Or I could just make Pale Riders. I think we probably would just want to get Conjuration 5 for Umbrals. Assuming I survive this war with Calum. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with like the thug super combat. Like, you really want them to actually be alone, so they don't get automatically HP routed. In battle with an army, they're mostly just a big spellcaster, so I think he's best just doing Horde of Skeletons. Or we did get that... Didn't we get that big Iron Marionette thing? No? Catonian Legion. Oh, yeah. What was the marionette thing? There it is. Yeah, so he could give all of our... Like, that's a lot. Range 30, area effect 25. He should probably just cast that. Okay. I'm gonna give him just 10 Earth Gems. I'm gonna script him to do Summon Earth Power, Iron Marionettes twice, and then Horde of Skeletons. But he is like a big... I mean, like, Rigor Mortis could be really big. If we just went enchantment 6. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. But he also has big earth. So we could also just do... He should probably also just cast Curse of Stones. For like a big ass battle like that, like when they actually come and breach the fort. Yeah, I think he should. Maybe instead of... Because for him, that'll cost... What, he's gonna have Earth... He'll have Earth 5. So that'll cost 100 fatigue. I mean, he'll definitely fatigue out from it. But then I think... Yeah, you probably can't do Iron Marionettes. So then it's probably just Horde of Skeletons. I still think that's worth it. And hopefully we can get some other mages to come in at the last moment here to cast... Yeah, to cast Iron Marionettes. Except they need labs. Why don't you build a lab here so they can pick up Earth Gems? I don't know if they'll make it, though. I don't think they're going to make it. Yeah, we're already at 407. He dumped everything he's got here. Ugh. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, they're going to come in. No matter what, they're coming in. Alright, so the 3 Earth guys, just grab 5 gems. You'll know what to do. I mean, he's probably... I don't know. He's probably not getting cursed, though, because he has Dominion here. So I'm not sure what to think. Certainly, we're done getting cursed, and... Oh my god, I've never seen... Oh god. That's a lot. I mean, some of these guys are just like... I mean, they're diseased, too. Some diseases mixed in there. That's a nasty thing on your capital. Alright, he's breached. We're not going to get the auxiliary force there in time. And yeah, we're not riding out. We are awaiting our fate here because that gives you the best odds. I mean, you don't want to ride out. And the only reason you might want to ride out is because you have another army that's going to join you at the same time. That's the only way to have them join. Otherwise, we get a lot more from having the fucking capital defense of, 64 Agartha and light crossbowmen on the walls. And we actually have the walls, so his flyers are going to come back to the rear where our whole army is sitting, while his, mammoths and stuff get stuck in the gap. It's best case. And then his mammoths are just going to get shredded by the crossbows and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we're just going to wait. Just going to wait. And here we go. He didn't attack. Okay. Color me surprised. What would he possibly be waiting for? Well, I guess I can become a prophet. And we also got Conjuration 5. Okay, well, I guess I should take enchantment 6. We get Catonian Legion, which we could do with Earth Gems, which is not bad. And we get access to, Rigor Mortis, which is pretty damn strong. Yeah, I mean, especially him solo. So we'll take enchantment 6, and then probably construction. I'm not sure what to think he's doing now. What's the use of thinking he's doing? Yeah, alright. Most blind fighters are... Yeah, see... Blind fighters are even fucking off-cap sacreds. It's like, you're just begging me to do a working man's bless, stat bless, resistance bless, and just have hundreds of these. They're not even that much more expensive than my heavy infantry or the entrance guards. Anyways. I don't know if my income will maintain that, but yeah. Okay. He's got to attack this round, right? No, he didn't. He doesn't want... See, he doesn't want this situation that I just talked about. But now he is kind of fucked. Well, then I'll ride out. Because I'm not going to be besieged forever, and his entire army is here. Okay, so the guys here are going to cast Iron Marionettes twice. And then probably Earth Power and Horde of Skeletons. So that's this guy and this guy. You obviously will hold. You're, of course, going to just spam Horde of Skeletons. Horde of Skeletons. Skeletons. You can just cast Unholy Power a few times, even though I feel like everyone's probably going to be good. Okay. So we're going to put another line here just to protect the... just to kill all the flyers that are going to come in. And then I think that's mostly correct. Iron Marionette's down here. Iron Marionette's up here. Something like that. Or back here, maybe, on a couple of the guys. Actually, I probably should move the whole thing to... Well, no. No. Fine. Okay, that's everything. And now there will be a battle. Curse of Stones. Now they all suffer some nice extra fatigue. Oh my god, they really landed right in the midst of it. That's a lot of flyers. I don't think it was ever a question of do I win. It's just how painful is it? It's usually how it goes. We lost 1 Necromancer, 6 Cave Knights, 5 Corpses, 9 Penumbrals. He got blown the fuck out, to say the least. Good God. Told you all we needed really was Cave Knights. Oh, but then 124 units have been cursed, and an assassination attempt on a Necromancer. Great. Right, so... Fucking hell. Alright. Well, we dealt kind of a telling blow to him, but he has a lot of provinces. He's going to have a lot of other things. I think we just probably throw money at this. Yep. Peace. And then I think we're just going to ride out and ride around and stomp stuff. Specifically the Palisades are where I think he's building Palisades. He's also in the water for some reason. Yeah, you can pretty much fly anywhere, so we have to be methodical. Oh, his fucking Ghost Dragon. I have to get Dominion to 7. I should have just sat on it. Fuck. I mean, he lost some shit, I guess, but not much. Okay, it's a question of how much are we, Alright, he's not going to take it this turn, so we're going to take Jan Keep. Yeah, I definitely should have just preached until 7, had I known that. One Penumbral died. That's it. Well, I mean, yeah, while he's got his army kind of preoccupied, I guess I'll just clean up. Take care of everything else. Yeah, It's almost not worth it. Got to replace a lot of, Jesus Christ. We got to replace a lot of injured ones. Or, cursed ones and all that. And we're going to get even more cursed ones when we go back there, and that's great. Lost another necromancer. 6 more cave knights. Yeah. There's a lot of half-price stuff. Not super worried. He's just throwing everything at Caleb. Can't blame him too much, but this is the, you know... It's difficult if you lose your capital. It's real damn difficult. Okay. So it's at 7:29. We probably should start making our way back there now. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty good on research, so... We'll pick up all... It's so much Horde of Skeleton spam. It's so good, so good, so good. Yeah, I don't know. After Construction 5... Could look at even more big picture stuff, but Horde of Skeleton spam is the big picture stuff. Yeah, just a lot of crippled units dying and shit like that. We're losing numbers here down to 321. And he just continues to make stupid amounts. Fucking AI. Alright, he breached it, but we're about to hit him, so it doesn't matter. Matters a little bit. Probably prefer more time to get these guys online. But here we are. Alright, you, yeah, everyone. Sure. Alright, can we weather the storm a second time? Seemingly yes, from the looks of it. Ghost Dragon landed in the back. I think we routed it, unfortunately, which really sucks. We lost 2 more Necromancers, another Attendant of the Dead, 6 Cave Knights, 4 corpses, 3 Penumbrals. Could not kill it. It's tough. This has a lot of hit points. I don't know, I didn't see what specifically he has for his Bless. And we lost Frosted Peaks. Somehow. And another assassination attempt. Managed to avoid that. But yeah, 45 more units have been cursed. Shit! Okay, well for now... Yeah, for now we're fucking preaching this away. We're sitting here. We're just gonna sit here. You're gonna summon allies. You're gonna research. You're gonna just wait. We're bringing up more. Damn it, Caleb. Why do you have to be so difficult? But yeah, I mean, Divinitas really does change things, doesn't it? And it's like you'd have to memorize like every pretender's thing, otherwise you're pretty much always going to be blindsided by something. Thankfully, this is just like a 1v1 war for now. Fuck. Oh, why didn't I? Another assassination attempt on a mage? Yep, that's why we're bringing a lot more mages. I was gonna say, why didn't I put PD on Caleb? I mean, at this point, I may as well just click Conjuration 8 and then never think about it again. Did I just lose another prophet? Pretty sure I did. Yep, I sure did. Damn it! Thankfully, we have Dominion Strength of 9, so it's just gonna... We'll get there. Fuck. No. Damn it. Fuck. Okay, so... He's just gonna build more and more... He's just gonna build more and more things. He's gonna build more and more temples and more forts in every single spot because he's the sickness. Do you understand the sickness with this thing? Yeah, it's a lot of horde of skeletons. That's the point. That is the point. So we're just gonna take this. Yeah, exactly. And you just have to kind of hope that these flyers don't land on your mages. Yeah, perfect. And we raised a temple. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, just all the... Anywhere it doesn't have a fort, just stomp. And keep trying to preach here, or just... The fact that I have a temple here, I have my pretender here. Eventually, this will get up to 7. We're at 6 already. And we will wipe this asshole off the board. Damn it, you lost a mage. did take this and built a fort on it. Great. And Calum. Fucking AI. It's all shit. Okay, we got it to 7. So this turn, it should be just good. Good. Lost another mage. Yep. That, I mean, you killed a lot of shit and we raised a temple. Oh, the Flame Barrel Nightmares. That's right. Let's actually witness them getting kills. See if this was worth any amount of time, gems, or effort. Okay, there they... Oh, God. Okay, no, he didn't die there. They're racing to the back. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yep, that's what that's what we figured would happen. Okay, so Cursed Dragon Curse has been cleansed in the name of True God. The name of True God. Okay, so it's great. I wish that actually removed all the curse, but it sure the fuck doesn't. Right. Okay, well that's all good. Okay, honestly, I think we're gonna take this time then. I'm gonna send Grave Soul here. Like, I assume this hasn't been taken by Raga, but it might have. Oh no, we're not making anything here. No wonder we have so much money. Good. So we were making here, not making here. Remember, this is only 3 of the 4 thrones. Okay. He's getting, you know, he's getting a little desperate here. God, what happened to all my penumbras? Oh, we left them all behind. Fuck. Fuck. He really doesn't have many provinces left. And this, thankfully, has not been taken yet, so we can swoop in and do it. But he does still have his pretender here. Might be able to eventually dom kill him, I suppose. Guess I'll get temples in all these spots. Okay. So, proper summon. Well, let's see here. Long Dead, Heavy Cavalry, Cave... Yeah, this will be easy. Okay, so Earth Power, Soul Vortex, Invulnerability. You could even spam Earthquake just for fun. Yeah, I brought Earth Gems and we never do this. Yeah, we didn't bring Death Gems, so probably Earthquake. I'll be right back. Okay. So we're gonna try just casting Earthquake twice. So it's a lot of fatigue. But you know, he'll have soul... I don't know, it's hard to say. He's got Soul Vortex going on. And by the time he casts this, he'll have shit on him. It's 8 armor piercing damage. Defense negates. I don't know. It might be the death of me insofar as just being unconscious. Because it's not like he has that much hit points or anything. He's mainly tanking, you know, going by being ethereal with invulnerability. But he does, yeah, he does have regen, so I don't know. We're just gonna give it a try, because I've never gotten to use Earthquake before. I've never actually used it. And I have no money whatsoever. So that's good. Good. I guess instead of making these things down here, I could make them up there. Have you construct a temple and just make some cave drakes here, please. Alright, here we go. Let's see how it works. Oh, he attacked Coast Haven first. And won. This is gonna be interesting, because it's a lot of flyers. Oh, boy. It's just specifically what I wanted to avoid. Okay, good. Now Earthquake. Which won't hit the flyers, by the way. He's taking a lot of damage from stuff. He already got a limp and crippled. Okay. I think, he didn't cast a second Earthquake, and had he done so, it probably would have been the death of him. Yeah, should have stuck with spamming Horde of Skeletons. But alright, we got it. Oh, Aurelia is besieging him there. Good. Took over that. Good. Alright, then I just have to wipe him out here and, Dom kill him, I guess. But we really need to get this before Earlier so we can actually get all 3 thrones before making a decision about a 4th one. Possibly just having him sneak over to this one if it's not taken. Yeah, they have a good split. It's really hard for the AI to actually get a hold of 4. Very difficult for them. They do too much back and forth. Gonna have him become a prophet. Actually, no, you're cursed. We want a good prophet. Alright, we'll wait on that for a moment. I'll take this back real quick. Okay. Man, real simultaneous bullshit. They're Johnny on the spot with this stuff. Eckhard von Kolbrun, the master of alchemical secrets. Alchemical 100 and adept researcher 10, but he's also insane. So there's that. Can probably cast a lot of different shit though. Yeah, we could get Chthonian Legion now. We have quite a lot of Earth Gems, so may as well. We never got the Sepulchral online, so our Bless really just ended up in the hands of our Pretender. But that's not that unusual or anything. Oh, can I probably win this? Yeah, I don't see why I couldn't. with that many. And we could also move this guy out with a lot of shit. Yeah, why not? All right, yeah. So don't do earthquake. Instead, just do probably temper flesh in case he does take a hit, and horde of skeletons. Yeah, fine. Okay. Jesus. Alright. So we attacked Hamain the same time as Raga. Lost another mage. Lost 3 more mages. This is our now second throne battle. It's all routed instantly. Okay. And then a battle. Yeah, okay. All right. So I was discovered and attacked, but since we have an NAP, everybody just routes. So it wasn't really anything. I got shunted back. He's really not stealthy. I mean, I assume all these things are patrolling, but still, that's really not stealthy. Alright, I need a guy. Just make a guy just to be a prophet and come here and claim this. And theoretically, this game is not long for the world. Alright, we'll watch the fortress battle real quick, just because that's always exciting. Lots of skeleton spam. Skeletons, skeletons, skeletons. Lots of cave drakes. Yep. That'll do it. Still lost 4 more mages. Boy, oh boy. That's what happens when I don't put bodyguards on. I'm just lazy. I'm just a lazy, lazy bastard. That's what I get. I'd rather just make more mages. Like, I'm bad enough about actually getting the mages to the spot. Like, into battle. I don't know. I mean, they're researching. They're doing something, right? Something. Oh, no. He's got that there. Fuck. Are there any independent ones left? Kind of doubt it at this point. They took over both of those. I really doubt Mangg is open. And I gotta send my guy to stealth around and hopefully not piss anybody off. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. We're gonna have to go to war with somebody at some point. So whoever is the weakest target. Femini is gonna be the weakest. So probably Copper Canyons. I could just attack before he gets a fort there and just take it. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Early A's declared war on me. I've got 3 turns before that happens. That's because I own a fort next to his capital, I imagine. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Can't believe this was, like, never even attacked. Okay, well, we've got pretty big PD in all these places, but I guess we'll put it up here. I think we're mostly concerned about him taking this from me. Depends how quickly, like, if this is open and we can take it, job done. It's not open. We can't take it. It is open. Oh, okay. Well, then we may just have to weather the storm for, like, a turn. Here. Basically just need to ensure that that has... Maybe I should actually just move there. It won't be able to... no, I can't move there. That's the problem. That's the damn problem. Yeah, this is easy. This is job done. Okay. Assuming he doesn't take that other throne. If he takes that throne from me, it gets a lot more complicated because I can't get to it. I got attacked in Calum, so now the Ghost Dragon is besieging me. But that doesn't really matter, does it? Ooh, living earth. Yeah, okay. I mean, he's not, certainly not super combatant tier or anything like that, because I didn't give him a single piece of gear, but he can take these level 2 thrones. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, good. And claim, and that's game. Well, may as well throw that on just to be safe, but that's game. No, not game. Why is that not game? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we never claimed it here because I'm a big giant idiot head. Okay, great. Fuck. Alright, we just gotta hold here for a few more turns. That's fine. Early's big stupid head. Can't do anything. I'm tempted actually just to go try and kill this dragon. Probably dumb to abandon the throne that I didn't even put PD on the... Good. Alright, let's watch his stupid dragon die. After all the trouble it gave us. He put, what did he put? Blurred body, animate dead. This is what you're casting with your time? And he flies. I mean, he's got, like, if you look at... Okay, he's got Death 8. Amulet of Fish for some reason. I'm not sure why he has that. I'm pretty sure he can breathe air normally. And then Bless Sacred Units, but that doesn't do anything for him. So, again, this is just random. Fear 15, Invulnerable 10, which is just 10 against Mundane, is not very high. He's got minus 200 hit points due to being entirely in my strength like 9 dominion. Chill Aura 3, Ethereal, Blind. He cast Blur. He's got Recuperation, Spirit Sight, Disease 100. Yeah. And then he's got Drain Life Attack and Gaze of Death. He's not amazing. Especially if you're just going to cast, like, Animate Dead and then fly into my rear. That's not going to do much. You killed our god. Sure did, and now I'm going to move back. Good luck getting that guy back. Okay, come on. Good. Okay, and claim, finally. I forgot. For some reason, I don't know. Slipped my mind. But slip this. Victory. That'll do it. And God of Caleb has been permanently vanquished. Haha, ho ho, Dom killed. Hey. Nice. Well, that was a good simultaneous. Yeah, good. I'm glad we lasted just long enough. We held off victory just long enough to wipe out Caleb. Excellent. Now, again, as always, would have been much more difficult if at any point Raga had declared war here. Like, especially like right when I took this, if he's like, yeah, fuck you. If this hadn't been open, like if there had been no open thrones left, because this had a fort built on it. There were no thrones underground, which really sucked. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. R4. 5, 6, 7. 8. I feel like I keep counting the same one. But yeah, the fact that we didn't get a single one underground was kind of bullshit. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Also, I had 500. I had a lot. I had a lot of shit. Look at that. We had 138 penumbrals. 23 flame barrel nightmares. And 64 iron corpses ready to go. We never made a single sacred unit. There wasn't a commander. So that's pretty surprising. But yeah, I mean, pretty good. So I guess two things to talk about. There's LA Agartha and Divinitas. So LA Agartha, not bad. I mean, this is not a complicated nation, really. It's a pretty strong one. The Cave Drake, Cave Knights. I mean, this spectacular unit. Definitely pricey. You're definitely going to need some extensive scales to use this as your main unit. But it's not cavalry. And so I don't know how you'd really use this if it wasn't just your main unit. Because they're too slow to do anything but be a frontliner. And they're kind of too expensive for you to just have, like, I don't know, a dozen of them as your front. And then just have, like, light infantry behind it. Like, it just doesn't work like that. So, yeah, this is your big scale option. And I think it works great. But, I mean, like I said, you could have just made blind fighters stat bless, working man bless, and just dominated everything anyways. But I'm glad we didn't go that route. It was more entertaining this way. Cave Knights were fun. And then we didn't need any crossbows or anything like that. Just Cave Knights slaughtering everything. And then you have Horde of Skeletons, like just fucking ready to go. Horde of Skeletons out the ass. That's always nice. Yeah, I mean, we didn't. It says it lists Earth first, but it really should be listing Death first because you don't have great Earth access. If I had just a second mage that was 2 Earth, 1 Death, I probably would have made half and half, and we would have had a bunch of Earth buffs out there. I would have used Soldiers of Steel and Giant Strength Warriors and stuff like that because they would have benefited a lot from a Strength buff that I just ignored because I don't know. I just didn't have enough 2 Earth guys, I guess. But then I started to have Necromancers. Like, I could have used it. I don't know. I like Earth a lot. It's very reliable, but the gem issue is always annoying. And getting reliable Earth gems, getting Construction 5 and making Chassis of the Mountains, which I don't even think I could have made this game. So I think it's Earth 3 and Fire 1. Earth 3, Fire 1. So it's great if you have a nation that can make it, but Agartha is not that nation. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, no, some of the Necromancers could make... Yeah, I'd certainly have a Necromancer. Never mind. Earth 3... Earth 3... Do I not have an Earth 3 guy now? Okay, so I happen to not have an Earth 3, but it is definitely possible to get Earth 3. I had them, didn't they? I had them casting something. Anyways. But yeah, so pretty straightforward, powerful nation, and the Penumbras and the Umbral and stuff, pretty damn nice to have. Anytime you have high hit points and Ethereal with a life drain, that's a powerful little combo. Which I guess leads us into talking about Divinitas. So I think this is this guy from the vanilla game? No, I don't think he is. I think this is specifically from Divinitas. But it was just like such a perfect fun option. I mean, as it turned out, I don't think he was insanely impactful, but we did probably get a lot of Penumbrals out of him that I threw around in different armies. And then the Shadow Pendant, the Unholy Power was a nice buff. Having the extra Undead Leadership was nice. Dark Power 3 we didn't really do, and then we probably should have cast Darkness at some point. Yeah, I mean, that probably should have been like my... Anytime you have Dark Vision army with some form of casting to get Darkness. It is Death 4, though, and 4 Death Gems. So that's not great. It's kind of tricky to get, actually. Outside of, like, really impactful. And we only have Dark Vision 50. So it's like, we would also be hurt by it. Except for our Spirit Sight guys, which I guess is all our Penumbrals. Yeah, I mean, it would have been good for, like, a really impactful battle. But yeah, okay, so, Divinitas. I mean, we really only engaged with 2 possible pretenders there. This guy that helped us get a lot of free Penumbrals and Umbrals, and also was able to do a bit of thugging on his own. I mean, he did capture 2 thrones by himself and fight a couple armies in the process. But I mean, it was pretty standard, just like Earth Death is a solid combo, and he's ethereal, and we have a bless for him to regen. It was all kind of a nice, neat combo that worked out for thugging. That could easily just get thrown. Well, the ethereal is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. And the built-in recuperation is pretty nice. Yeah, that's all, you know, he's pretty solid. So yeah, I think this was really fun. And it's nice, you know, we have a lot of modded nations. And those are all well and good, but it's nice to have like a fun overhaul here that really can change just how all these vanilla nations play as well. Like, this is not super impactful. And if we looked at the, I can't look at them in game, but if we went in and just picked, I think we had him as an option too. Yeah. So the Ghost Dragon. I mean, that was pretty obnoxious. I mean, really, I mean, it did impact our game quite a bit. That many curses while trying to just hit his capital. It's really annoying because it says it's curse other owners. I wasn't even the owner of it. I was just besieging him, but I was just getting hit with hundreds of curses and assassinations. It killed 2 prophets. That's really annoying. Now, in the end, he didn't win the game, of course, but it's pretty fun. And there's just loads of them. You know, like everything is just kind of some unique, fun mechanics that change how some of these vanilla nations work. That being said, I do think it is maybe I think it could be a bit much. I think Dominions is already a game that has a lot going on every turn, all sorts of different things. I mean, as even as a newbie, like, I even consider myself a newbie still. And so it's even, like, it's still just, like, it's a bit much for me. I can't imagine someone with, like, 30 hours in the game being like, yeah, I'll play Divinitus. Yeah, that sounds cool. It's like, really? I mean, yeah, it's like, so... I mean, what's, like, it's just a weak, generic... Like, you pick Earth Snake. All he does is he gas Earthquake in battles. Which is pretty ridiculous. He also gains another plus 100 siege strength with his starting item. Which is siege strength normally? 107. Or does that include that? No, he's got a siege bonus of 100. So he gains another 100. So siege strength of 200. So it means he can actually just take forts by himself, really. That's crazy. So, I mean, this is the Earth Serpent is like the ultimate kind of brainless sort of pretender that you can just throw into... I mean, you can't just throw him into anything and he'll be fine. You have to know a little bit of what you're doing. But then, you know, once you understand, like, with a bless or just with some basics, like, you give him nature, earth, personal regen, temper flesh, you know, you get some research going, and he can handle, like, any independent army you're going to throw him at. And so this just like, okay, so you can do that. He also now casts Earthquake in battles. Constantly? I don't know. Maybe. And then another 100 sieges so he can take forts. And it's like, so he's pretty simple. He's just better now. So I guess, you know, there's stuff like that. It wouldn't be really too complicated. But then, yeah, there's a lot that are like, complex mechanics or something like that that gets... There's a lot of them that just kind of summon free things for you or have battle spells that aren't too complicated. So maybe, in general, it doesn't add too much crazy stuff. I don't know. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. And I think we'll probably play with it some more. From what I understand, it's not too compatible with a lot of other stuff. Because it is kind of a big overhaul. But I think if anytime we roll a vanilla nation, I think we may just play with Divinitas to kind of spice it up a bit more now. Whereas modded nations are usually spicy enough without it. But yeah, it's not bad at all. The reason it exists is because pretenders are often just kind of like they're either there just to be a facilitator of when you build a pretender and stuff, you're just picking blessings, you're picking scales, you're picking magic paths for blessings. It really is just whatever. You know, you pick based on like the magic paths they get, their dominion, their costs of scales, maybe some bonus scales, or you're picking it because you want an awake expander, in which case you're probably picking one of like the handful of really good ones and ignoring a lot of the other shit ones. And oh man, there's a lot. Because, like, yeah, there's just so many here that you'll just, like, never really pick. Like the fucking Bitch Queen, which is usually a Dominion 1. But now, you know, it casts Blessing of the Bitch Queen in combat. It grants friendly wolves invulnerable 15. And it comes with 3d6 wolves at the start of each battle. Summons werewolves up to half Dominion candles each month. In crone form, it gains Master Ritualist 1. In werewolf form, summons sacred wolves up to candles. When temple is completed, gain a werewolf commander and 6 to 36 sacred wolves. And any werewolf commanders in your dominion gain nature 1, astral 1, holy 2. And it's like, this is so much more interesting and like just better than the Bitch Queen is normally. Because normally it's basically just like this. And it's just like, yeah, okay. Or, I don't know, like the Celestial Griffin. So now it comes with 1d6 Sacred Griffins. You get a starting site. Your starting army gains 5 to 15 Sacred Griffin Knights if it comes awake. Sacred Griffin Knights are now recruitable in your capital and at mountain temple forts. You can call 3 Sacred Griffins every turn. And at Garnet Tribe provinces generate double income and always contain a temple. Honestly, Divinitas makes me almost much more interested in just clicking like random. And just being like, okay, let's go, you know? At least for the chassis, just picking a random chassis and then maybe working on the paths, the bless, the scales off of that or something, but just like, yep, we're going to go with the Great Stag this time. I feel much more interested in doing that than just picking like a usual choice based on the dominion, the cost, the path, you know, all the other things that aren't related specifically to the pretender itself as a unit. So I think that is a lot more interesting for that sake. Also, there's just some wild stuff in here. You just get the Divine Anvil. Casts heat from hell in every battle. Oh, God. Or this crazy hanging tree. Yeah, I think in the future, Vanilla Nations will play with Divinitas and just press random for a chassis and see what we get. So yeah, pretty fun stuff. Pretty fun stuff. But alright. For now, my name is Mangg. This has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks around.